Greetings to part 3 of my Elden Ring challenge. After beating Godric in part 2 and obtaining the right half of the Halictree secret medallion, my next stop will be Raya Lucaria Academy. This is my first playthrough, and SaltyPhish jokingly challenged me to go straight to Melania.
Funny, I'm downloading Elden Ring right now. Any tips for a noob? Okay, the best way to experience Elden Ring is to try to skip as much of the story as you can and try to make it straight to Melania as the first boss that you fight.
I see you.
And then you'll look like this, like how I look. That's literally what Melania looks like. You want to look for a boss that looks like this. Challenge accepted. I hope you record your journey and upload it to YouTube, and then send me the link, and then we can do a live reaction.
The road to get to Melania is long, and I have hardly any idea of what I'm doing at all. So I do take a bit of freedom in exploring as much as possible, while still being on a path that leads me straight to Melania. It's not quite true to his words, but I try to attempt this challenge while enjoying the game as much as possible. In part 1, we've already beaten Margit. And in part 2, we've beaten Godric for the first great rune, and we've also found the first half of the secret Halictree medallion. As for the challenges that are upcoming, we need a second great rune, preferably from Rennala, and preferably also in this part. Afterwards, there are several ways to reach the Altus Plateau, but I will probably take the tunnels. We need to beat Morgoth in Lane Dell to gain access to the Grand Lift of Rold and the mountaintops of the Giants, where we find the second secret Halictree medallion in Castle Sol. Afterwards we can take the Grand Lift of Rold again to the consecrated snowfield and solve the puzzle at Ordina
Liturgical
Town, which opens the waygate to the Halictree. After fulfilling these requirements, we can finally face Melania. But that's a long way to go, and we should better hurry up and start with day 8. Well, there is a tiny problem with the footage for day 8. So you see, the hard drive I was recording my footage to unfortunately died while I was streaming day 9. I was not able to recover the footage for day 8 at all. I'm not even sure if I did stream day 8, but the VOD is no longer on Twitch, so I'll have to recreate the whole thing. It's not the first time, but it's really annoying that it happened twice so far. I even explored the entirety of the Weeping Peninsula, where I've gotten my winged scythe from, but for this video I will only concentrate on what I've done in Liurnia of the Lakes. Glintstone Dragon Smaragd is not here, but I did beat him after dying 5 to 6 times from his breath attack. And after proving myself a Dragon Slayer, I also visited Lake Akil to defeat the flying dragon there.
What fuck? What the fuck?
At the Academy entrance I also helped Yura. There is a message somewhere on the ground here to activate his quest. In the Academy I went through all the extra passages and even found 3 hidden pathways. So far this area was my favorite to explore, with easy to find optional paths and interesting design. It was really beautiful. After defeating the Red Wolf of Radagon at attempt 6 or 7, I had the option to parkour the roofs for some extra loot and even loop back to the beginning of the Academy, where I also find a key for Chops to use later. I'm sure he will be happy about it.
Are you certain you're willing to give your glintstone key to me? My, oh my. Thank you. Thank you dearly.
Let's just continue. 10 out of 10 would jump again. The ball does not spawn once you come back after clearing everything, it seems. Then I beat the Carrion Knight and gain access to the room where Rennala is. The fight against Rennala. I even got something special this time. That's right, I got myself a green screen for my face cam.
Let's just quickly beat Rennala and be done with day 9. I hope I don't die. That's a lot creepier than I expected.
Hush, little Calva. I'll soon birth thee anew, a sweeting, fresh and pure.
Her phase 1 is quite easy, though you really have to be careful with the attacks of her... Are they her children? Well, anyway, their attacks can stagger you out of attacking animations.
Oh, let me swing!
After breaking free of their bubbles, Rennala gets vulnerable. Her daughter Rani does not seem happy with Rennala's defeat though, so she summons a hallucination of Prime Rennala.
My beloved, have no fear. I will hold thee. Patience. Ye will be countless born, forever and ever.
Upon my name as Rani the Witch. Mother's ridge slumber shall not be disturbed by thee. Foul trespasser. Send word far and wide. Of the last queen of Caria, Rennala of the full moon. And the majesty of the night she conjureth.
Oh, what did I just see? What the hell? Oh, what? No, what? Holy shit, this is Veneer's Set of Grace, huh?
My first attempt went really smoothly, but Rennala does have some more tricks up her sleeve, which I didn't anticipate.
What?
Thy fate lieth under my moon.
What the fuck? I'm out of fucking healing again.
Thy fate lieth.
Oh, shit.
Almost every attempt I had got her phase 2 really low, and after just 1 hour fighting her, beating Rennala was just a matter of seconds. Wait, why is the video cut off literally minutes before I beat her? Right. At this moment, my hard drive gave up without me noticing. Afterwards, I even went to Raya Lucaria Crystal Tunnels. Well, I can be glad to even salvage enough footage for this video, I guess.
Right here I have all the accessories I need to install not 1, but 2 of these Seagate Barracuda 4TB drives. Getting the cables in will be probably the most difficult part.
This is where the SATA connections have to go. It's directly on my graphics card.
Hopefully I will never lose data again.
Okay, so luckily I had an old save file on hand. so I can redo everything I did on day 9 for footage and then reload the original save file. Only one problem. It is from 6 hours before day 8. This was my character during the real day 9 Rennala fight. And this is my character now. Since I was very annoyed at this moment, I skipped as much content as possible to speedrun through Raya Lucario Academy. I even managed to defeat the Red Wolf in my first try, although I did use a summon.
Alright, let's take this side of Grace now. That was the wrong button. Not so difficult now.
Due to my lower level and missing talismans, I expect to run the paths to Rennala a lot. I even got really good at dodging every NPC attack on the way. Well, at least sometimes.
It's not a problem for most bosses as far as I know. Are you kidding me? You know what, let's...
Again, Rennala's first phase was not a problem, but there were a few things I've noticed. The random flood of books is really dangerous and difficult to predict. Chandeliers drop tiny flames on the ground before they fall down, although this does not stop me from running into them. You should also keep away from furniture in general. And her children also like to bite. I got so much practice with her that I got really good at two-shotting her phase 1. Phase 2 on the other hand is different. Her ranged attacks are tied to dodge.
Oh no, the skills. Fuck!
Even if you can get close, her evasion of close combat is really strong. And after reducing her health to 50%, she summons her spirits. Bloodhound Knights, Trolls, Wolves, and the dragon. Needless to say, when summoning them, she also gets a short invulnerability and becomes untargetable.
Oh.
Here are a few things I learned. You can simply outrun her death laser by sprinting perpendicular to it and circling around her. Dodge into her other ranged attacks to gain ground. And watch out for the moon, because she is invulnerable and the thing does massive damage. I also summoned my ancestral follower right before I defeat in phase 1. Because my stats are lower than in my original attempt, I need my spirit to survive for as long as possible. Eventually, I pull another ace off my sleeve. This merchant in the Weeping Peninsula sells kukris, a throwing item that has bleed buildup. Since I have trouble getting close to Rennala, I can only rarely stagger her. These things change everything, however. My ranged incantations are not enough to deal with her. The kukris give me additional ranged options, and they also appear to stagger her slightly. Now I just don't have to whiff my best attempts.
Oh my god! That was just bad from my side.
This strategy can and will work. Here's the proof.
Oh, 50 minutes?
Weave the
Ah!
light into being.
First time it took me 1 hour. The next time, with slightly less upgraded character, just to prove that I can do it. 3 hours? Ah!
I have no footage of the crystal tunnels, but the view from the end of a dungeon is just amazing. No matter how much I explore, I always discover new things. Did you know that some random guards on the map actually hold incantations? Look! The next destination is going to be Altos Plateau, which I will reach through the tunnels. But there is still a lot to discover in Limgrave and Liurnia of the Lakes. Bosses undefeated. Everjails unconquered. Tombs unlooted. Areas unexplored. And stories to be uncovered. My way to Malenia could have been very straightforward, and if that was the case, Godric probably still would have been undefeated. That is why I gave myself the freedom to explore. Here's the path that I have taken so far. After reaching the Altus Plateau, I will do less exploration. I want to finish this series before the end of the year. Currently, I'm not on a good pace to do so, however. A lot has happened so far and I really enjoy this challenge. But I have to best so many more bosses until I can finally finish the series. I better get a move on. And with that said, I hope to see you back in part 4.